Good afternoon. This is Kimberly Knox coming to you from sunny South Florida, where I'm enjoying the sun in my office window here, connecting you with your weekly success tips where I motivate and guide you and how to connect with the current astrological energy and how you can best utilize that in your daily life. We're coming off this dynamic and beautiful full moon in the sign of Leo over the weekend, which I hope you all were able to take advantage of and really come from the heart and to bloom your life full of play and fun and really enjoy some time off with special people in your life. And a full moon is always a time where we're fruiting things that are meaningful, that are growing, and we're also becoming aware of things that need to be released from our life. And that was very evident on Saturday because of, especially with Mercury teaming up with the sun on Saturday. So Mercury rules our thinking and commerce and just our perception about things and timing. And it is retrograde right now, so we are gaining that information, and things were very clear on Saturday. Saturday, a day of Saturn. Saturn in the sign of Scorpio, which has been leading us to release toxic things from our life and get ready to merge with things that can be carried into the future and be invested in for the long term. So this morning, starting out with the moon void, was actually perfect for a holiday weekend or coming off a really fun time when you may have, taken more time off and maybe felt a little guilty about it, but please don't. Really enjoy that time to yourself. It's important. So the moon has now gone into the sign of Libra. Libra is the vibration that tells us to connect with others and where we're meeting up with relationships. Not just personal and business relationships, all those connections that we need to help us to move forward with the goals that we have and those things that we're creating. Coming from diplomacy in what we do and how we're sharing. Whenever the moons are in these cardinal signs, which Libra is a cardinal sign, it's teaming up with the outer planets. So it is very dynamic time. It creates some churning of energy and things start to happen more quickly. So take care of stuff straight through to Wednesday evening when the moon is going to shift into Scorpio. There's going to be a lot of shifts this week. We got the information over the weekend and things are shifting now and the water signs are coming. That water helps us to build and to nurture and give us support and where we're growing. So we're kind of growing some things that we become aware of. It's not really time to go forward yet because we are still under the Mercury retrograde. That's not going to go forward until February 28th, but a lot of things are very clear now. Also, big that's happening this week, the nodal axes are changing. So the nodes, they shift where the eclipses are. The eclipses are going to be shifting from Taurus and Scorpio into Libra and Aries, and the nodal axis is shifting tomorrow, the same day that the sun is moving into the sign of Pisces. So the north node will now be in the sign of Libra, again shifting to, which is Venus ruled, and Venus has been in the sign of Capricorn, guiding us in our desires, because Venus rules what we desire, what we're attracting, what we want, and it really got a whole workout from November the 5th, and since last fall, really have shifted a lot of things because a lot of things became clear about where we can lay foundations of importance and where we're going to be going forward, what's real and what's lasting, what was superficial and what wasn't going to be lasting. So all of these things, it's a process, and to be patient during that process. Things unfold at the perfect time, always. And I'm not always the most patient person, so I can attest to that. But Mars is also going to be, Tuesday's the day of Mars, that's tomorrow. It's going to be going retrograde. So get ready for this, knowing that it's stationing. When Mars goes retrograde, war becomes a game of strategy and strategic position, and the winners are the people that have the strategic position. The losers are the people that try to attack head on. So we are going to be finding out where there's repressed aggression. We're going to be kind of held back a little bit, but it's a time of strategically putting yourself in the right position. Libra is the sign that we need to go forward with strategy that's diplomatic. So just note to the wise on that. The sun is moving into the sign of Pisces. So the vibration of the CEO in the sky is shifting into a time of more compassion, coming from this deeply inherent kindness and inspiration, to be inspired and to have vision. These are really beautiful things for us now to connect deeply and in ways that we're going to be moving forward and to clean up, because we're moving forward in fast ways this spring that we don't really even see yet. We're still kind of bringing that into fruition. Mercury also, our thinking, commerce, merchant, everything is, we're getting a reality check also tomorrow. There's a bit of a serious mindset in the direction that we're moving. Mercury is squaring off with Saturn. So it's actually a great time for business. If you know where you're going, things are going to be firming up more. By Wednesday, a day of Mercury, again, we're reminded Mercury is still retrograde until February 28th, where we're getting some second chances to fix and to rework things. Mercury's in the sign of Aquarius, which is about utilizing inventive thought, outside the box thought, to go back and to adjust and to rethink our forward motion. And Wednesday is a very active day. So tomorrow through Wednesday, when the moon conjuncts with Mars, just very active. And just remember to go forward in ways that utilize your being diplomatic and cooperative. And the moon moves into the sign of Scorpio by Wednesday night. So now the whole energy is shifting into a little bit more about, again, this is big business, Scorpio, deep mergers, very sexy and intense and secretive, just a really focused sign. And so this week, though, we're really connecting with those water signs. Jupiter's in sign of Cancer. Now we have the sun in the sign of Pisces, and then we'll have the moon in the sign of Scorpio. So again, we're connecting with this beautiful healing, nurturing energy that really helps us to grow what we want to grow. And on Thursday, the Jupiter's now in the sign of Cancer. Is talking about family and how it's been opposing Pluto just recently since the end of January. It's talking about how we're transforming and healing family. But just remember that Pluto, whatever it shifts and transforms, it upgrades. So whatever things are kind of falling away or being transformed now, especially with family, it's going to leave us better than before. We might not see it now, but Pluto always leaves us better than when it came upon us. So with the Scorpio moon, we're also looking at financial matters, business matters, deep mergers, but it's lining up in really smooth ways. So really there'll be some solutions and to those things that we're working out, but we're still in kind of fix-it mode right through till we get the green light after February 28th for all those things. So Friday, a day of Venus. Like I said, Venus has been going through the sign of Capricorn, and it's been getting us to know what's real and what's lasting. And that's so important, because what we, not only our vision, but what we desire is what we manifest. So we're really coming into that time where we can solidify all of that. The Scorpio moon is about like deep loyalty and depth. It's an all or nothing sign. And we have some clarity arriving to what we need to invest in. Saturdays have been, ever since the Saturn's gone into the sign of Scorpio, Saturdays have been about that. It's about being aware of where there's control issues in your life, where you're being controlled, who's in control of you, about money, about what needs to be released, what's toxic, and what we want to invest in. So that's why last Saturday was probably a big day for many reasons, but because we're really focused on those things on Saturdays, because it is carrying the vibration of Saturn, and Saturn's been in the sign of Scorpio, purifying us and getting us ready to move forward. Well, the sun in Pisces, but now very nice, an underlying tone. Moon moves into the sign of Sagittarius, and that's beautiful. I mean, it's very light, and it's future thinking, and it's optimistic, and like everything opens up in more positive ways. So we're dreaming of a positive future with those forces through Saturday and Sunday especially. Sunday is going to be a brilliant day because the sun is teaming up with Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces. We're really got a time when we can really be inspired and to really connect at some deep level. And then moving forward, getting ready for Monday, which is a brilliant work day as the moon moves into the very tighten your belt, responsible sign of Capricorn. So we have a lot going on this week. It's fantastic to really get connected and to know what matters. So I'd love for you to come out for my next lecture, which is at Your Big Picture Cafe on Monday, February the 24th from 7 to 9 p.m. We're going to talk all about the new moon coming up in Pisces. It's a brilliant new moon. Really is going to help us in many ways. So have a wonderful week. Again, this is Kimberly, KK at kimberly-knox.com. Reach out to me if you like a private consultation on what's going on in your life. And have a wonderful week.